I think we should just tell the story now because that's one of the best stories of the trip.
Oh,
I don't want to save it for the end. The audience is here. We're going to hook them with this story.
Okay, fine. You have been graced with this early.
How do we start this day? We're leaving my least favorite Airbnb that we've ever been in.
Oh my gosh.
Hated that Airbnb. So we leave early.
Was awful.
And we have a 2-hour drive till we get to Watomo Glowworm Caves.
Yeah.
And forgive me if pronunciation is off. I apologize.
Yeah.
But that is where we're headed on the North Island. And we're a little bit early, so we stop and we're like, this place is beautiful. Let's fly our drone. Yeah. And so we are both flying our drones, and then you take it from here.
I fly FPV. I do both, but FPV kind of is what I love doing the most. So I pull out my FPV drone, and it's nice and hilly and beautiful, and anyway, I'm having a great time, needless to say. Lots of time. It's just a nice morning. I'm flying, and we're pretty far away from the car, like multiple football fields away, easy. And I'm just kind of going up and down these hills, just following them, going along the fence line. And then I dive behind a hill and my signal just cuts out. Braden says I crashed. I didn't crash.
Well, that's just the first word that comes to mind.
My signal cut out. So my receiver just between the drone and headset just cut out. Thankfully, DJI has a return to home function. That worked, we found out. But it's 400 feet above takeoff level, and these hills were like kind of way above us.
Yeah.
So it did cut out, but it was returning home, and it gave me like 3 seconds of visual before it like officially cut out. And it was doing the 400 feet returning to home, but 400 feet was
our 400 feet was below that mountain.
Was below a little mountain / hill. So it ran right into it. Mm-hmm. And that drone costed me like $2,000. And then also DJI has a thing, so it's like you can't really get them anymore. Like it's really hard. So I was like, if I don't get this drone, like I probably won't have an FPV drone for a while. Anyway.
Luckily that thing's built like a tank though. Dude, it didn't even take a scratch.
Dude, that thing is a beast.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, I'm going to do it. I just committed to it. And Braden's like, okay, you have like 40 some minutes to do this before we had to actually leave to make it on time. I was like, time crunch. So I start booking down the hill, and keep in mind, I am so out of shape, and my legs out of shape too. So I was a little worried.
Or was it the previous day that you'd passed on the 8-hour hike? Dude, which is probably good because you wouldn't have made it up the hill.
Dude, that would have been tough.
If you'd done the 8-hour hike.
But yeah, so I'm running down. I had to run all the way down to the bottom, and then I started climbing this hill, and it's literally like I was hands and knees almost like grabbing fistfuls of grass so I didn't just slide down. Like that's how steep it was. And on the way up, I was like, is this even worth it? Like,
I was impressed with his speed, actually. I kept looking up and I was like, oh, damn, he is moving.
I was trying. I was like, is this even worth it? Like, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I got to the top finally. And I said, okay, I think this is where it hit. So if I go down here and don't see it, like, it's just done. Like, I'm just going to leave it behind. It's not worth it. Like, got some cool content already, so I'll just take what I can get. Anyway,
after this experience, will you put an SD card in your goggles?
Probably. And so I start walking down this hill, and I have a little itch on my nose. So I reach down to itch it, and I look to my right, and there's my drone just like in the grass. Dude. Just the craziest thing.
An actual answer to prayers. I was at the car. I was like, please let him get this drone.
I was praying the whole way up that mountain that I, one, it could make it, and two, that I would find this thing.
Honestly, while I was sitting there, dude, I was like, I really pray he gets this drone, because if he doesn't, it's just going to like put a damper on the whole day. And I don't blame you. It's an expensive drone. It would suck to lose.
Yeah.
And I was just like, let's just go have a fun day. Like, please find it.
And I found it, and I made it back in time to make it to our booking, which was wild.
I probably could have got up the mountain a little bit faster than you, but I think the reason you had to go, I had no idea where on that mountain it lost signal.
Yeah.
And so I do think it's a good thing you went up there.
Yeah, I'm so glad I found it.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, then we drove the speed limit. I learned my lesson on this trip. I got pulled over once. So we drove the speed limit, but we also made good time. We had maybe 10 minutes to spare. And then we get there, and my dumbass pulls up the ticket. And let me just tell you, and you can attest to this, I'm pretty OCD when it comes to planning. Everything was down to the T. We had the times and everything, right? Very organized. Like, he accidentally booked Hobbiton in Mandarin Chinese.
Yeah.
And I caught up before we went. We fixed it. I didn't realize the international date line, and that almost screwed up our whole trip. I caught it. We fixed it, right? So I'm getting everything dialed in. And this is the one thing I screwed up, but it had to happen, dude.
It did.
Looking back, it had to happen this way for the day to turn out the way it did.
Yep.
And so I look at it, I was like, dude, I booked this in TNU. For those of you who don't know where that is, that's the bottom of the South Island. We're in the middle of the North Island.
Yeah, completely wrong
Dude,
place.
even if we caught a flight, there's just no way in
chance.
hell you make it there with 10 minutes to spare. Yeah, no chance.
Oh, so crazy.
Even if you did have an immediate private jet, there's no chance.
No way.
But
No way.
anyways, so I'm like, Judson, I'm so sorry, dude. That's some money down the drain. I apologize. Let me go rebook the tickets for us. Because like apparently I didn't know this, but there's glowworm caves in both areas, right? So I'm like, we're literally at this place. I'll walk in, I'll book us tickets. We'll still do it. Okay. So I go in there, I book the tickets. Now we're probably $400 deep into this excursion because I had to book it twice.
Yeah.
And then so we're waiting at the check-in after buying our tickets, and this lady walks in. And we just kind of overhear a little bit of the conversation. I honestly wasn't paying attention. You got my attention about it.
Yeah, but just to clarify, Braden had 2 time slots he could have picked. Mm-hmm. He decided to pick the earlier one or the later one so we could go have lunch. Food.
Yep.
Keep that in mind.
Had we not picked that time, had we not crashed the drone, had we not everything.
Yep.
So anyways, this lady, she's like 5 hours, like zip line. No way, dude. I don't want. And she's just kind of like panicking. She's like, I had no idea what we booked.
I had no idea I booked that.
And so she, I think Judson might have said like,
I just
that's
said,
cool.
oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah. And I just nodded my head. I wasn't even really paying attention.
Yeah.
And she must have overheard us because on her way out, because they wouldn't refund it because of the 24-hour rule, right? It had been within 24 hours.
Yeah.
And so she's on her way out and she's like, do you guys want the tickets? And my dumbass, I just kind of reacted panicking because
I just laughed.
Yeah.
I just was like, she can't be serious. So I was like,
well, I was not even fully paying attention. So I was like, wait, what? We have a tour in a minute. Sorry, we can't.
Yeah.
And then the lady at the desk she had just been talking to, she looked at us after she walked out and she's like,
you idiot.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Go get those tickets. And she takes a couple seconds to explain it. She's like, here's the levels of the tour. You're going to do one of the 5. She just offered you free tickets to a 5-hour cave tour with zip lines and tubing and all sorts of stuff. And I was just like, wait, what? And I looked over at Judson. I was like, you sure? We're kind of indecisive. I get up and I run out and I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. Were you serious about that? And she was, dude. She didn't ask for a Venmo. She didn't ask for a cat. She was just like, go have fun, boys.
That's
and I was
so
like,
crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So
if you're out there and you're seeing this, thank you so much for making our entire day.
Seriously.
It started off rough.
Holy
and
moly.
You just
made it. Oh, that was the coolest
now
thing.
we were $400 deep, but then we just got free $600 worth
of tickets.
And so it really just kind of balanced out. We saved money either way.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
it was an amazing experience.
Moral of the story, if we learned one thing from this, sometimes it's the unplanned things that are the most fun. Like that was the most eventful, not most eventful. We had really awesome days on this trip. That was the most... I think it felt more exciting because it was unplanned.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, wait, what? Oh my!
I know.
Holy crap.
Seriously, we weren't expecting to do it.
It was a surprise.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to do what we did.
Yeah.
And it was so fun.
Because our tour was just a simple walk through a cave with glowworms, which is cool. The glowworms are cool.
Yeah.
But it was just a walk. And seriously, this lady just gave us the tour of a lifetime.
Seriously. I mean,
first we rappelled into the cave. We zip lined through the cave with our lights off, looking at the glowworms on our way.
Amazing.
They give us snacks. Then we jumped off this maybe 10, 15 foot ledge into the water. You can't see. Let me just clarify.
Yeah, that's the scary
you
part.
You can't see anything.
That was the part that was like...
They tell you to keep your lights on like the lowest, dimmest level so you can see the glowworms.
Yeah.
And I think the adrenaline from earlier in the day, I was ready to full send everything.
Dude.
I was like, don't send me down the zip line slow. Let me go. And you did the same thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can let you like walk down into the water or jump. And I was like, I'm jumping.
He went first too. Yeah.
And then I'm leading us down. So you jump off into this tube and then you're going through these dark caves in pretty chilly water. Thank goodness for wetsuits.
Yeah.
But you're holding on to this rope, pulling your way down, right? And I'm leading, and I'm actually the biggest chicken in the world, dude. because I'm just like, Gollum doesn't live in here, right? Like, there's not sharks in this. Well, obviously there's not sharks, but I was just like getting in my head because before we went in, we saw pictures of eels in the water. And I was like, holy shit.
You're like, is that going to be you? Oh, yeah.
So the adrenaline side of me is like, I'm going first. And then after, I settled for a second, I was like, oh shit, I'm leading us into a dark cavern by myself.
Yeah.
So,
it was so fun,
so good, dude. Going back. So we were lucked out and we got that for free, right?
Yeah.
But I would easily pay the full price to do that again. And I wouldn't say that for every tour we did, right?
No.
Some of them are like, did it once, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But I would do that one again, hands down.
I would too. I mean, just because you're in there for a long time and it goes by really fast.
It does. It's 5 hours, but it doesn't feel like 5 hours.
I mean, you're probably in there for 4 of those 5 because the hour of getting ready and getting there.
Getting ready.
4 hours, just like.
That's true.
And it's just so fun to be in the earth. Mm-hmm. No noise, no distraction, just sheer nature and creation.
No amusement park could even compete with that.
No, not even close.
We literally climbed waterfalls on our way out.
Yeah, I know. It was so sick. And then you pop out in the jungle, man.
Yeah. So fun.
So fun.
You were behind me when I did my stupid ass acrobatics and cut my hands open.
No, you
were right behind me. So our tour guide was like, the next part is pretty thin and I just like to, have fun and pretend the water's lava. And so I just kind of lean up against the walls and, just for fun. She's like, you don't have to do that. Be safe. Yeah. And so my dumb ass is taking it 100% seriously. And I am pretending the water's lava. And I'm trying not to fall. Yeah. And so I keep on going for like places to grip and it just keeps getting higher. And then at some point I slip. Fall down a little decent ways and just slice my hands open.
Dude, your tush was where my head was. Like you were really high. And I was like, Brandon, you don't have to, I don't think you have to go that high.
Yeah. And then afterwards it's just like stinging. Fell. And I was like, she's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah. I'm just like holding my hand over here. Nothing's wrong. Trying to wash it off in the water. Like, it's okay. There's no blood.
Yeah. I'm not bleeding. Yeah.
But it was stinging. And I was like, that was the stupidest thing ever. But
that's so funny, dude.
Hands down, there were amazing tours, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The most fun tour I think I did on the entire trip
was that one. Yeah. It was, I don't know. There was just something about it. And maybe it was because the day was just such whiplash and everything was just like
all over the place.
A miracle one after the other. And you were like, what the heck is going on?
Emotional roller coaster.
And then you're, doing something that you just, I don't know. As a trip, it just was amazing.
It really was. The other thing I'll mention too, and maybe this applies a little bit more to me because I was filming like nobody's business, right? And Judson filmed some content, but I was on another level.
Yeah,
I came home with 4 terabytes of footage or something close to that. Yeah. And it was iPhone footage, open gate 4K log. So that's how come the files are so big. But I'll get into the iPhone later. But I do think that there was probably a pretty direct correlation to why I enjoyed that so much and the fact that I couldn't have my phone with me.
Yeah, I think so.
You couldn't have cameras, which is okay. They took pictures of it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I do think it was just one of those experiences where away from technology
got to experience
and experiencing
like 100% experience.
Yeah.
No noise, no distraction. Again, I don't know if you've seen Walter Mitty yet.
I watched it actually.
Okay,
I did.
You know that spot when he's like taking a picture of that rare leopard right at the end.
Yeah.
He's like, sometimes I just want to enjoy the moment and don't want to have the distraction of the camera.
When I like it for me personally.
Exactly.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why. It's just something you take in completely.
And it's personally hard for me because like we talked about at the beginning, I love having that footage to look back on. I love to make content with it. But there is a tough balance between that and wanting to just freaking
take it in. Yeah, 100%. Because then you're not stressing about, do I need to get this? Did this look good? Do I need to redo it? Mm-hmm. It's just, I'm just gonna enjoy. I'm just gonna enjoy this.
So hopefully, I find a balance to that.
Oh, you will.
Future trips.
You 100% will.
Well, Judson, we've been home for about 2 weeks at this point.
Dude, that's wild. It's
How does it feel?
Weeks.
I remember you wanting to go home. By the end of 2 weeks, you're ready to tap out.
2 weeks is almost a little too long. I think a week and a half would be the sweet spot for me. Especially, I was ready to go home. Yeah. As much as I love New Zealand,
ready to go home.
I was ready to come home.
Yeah. But are you missing it at all?
Dude, yes, actually.
Bit? Yeah.
Like,
it was like a dream.
Yeah.
That was the craziest trip ever.
It doesn't feel real. But like coming home, Yeah, it was wild because I was like, oh, good to be home. After like a week though,
Yeah.
I was like,
I could be back.
I could do another trip, I think. Like
yeah.
just ready. It was just so fun.
Absolutely,
like and then
dude.
seeing videos of it, I was like, wow.
Dude, I'm so glad because I know there's like a balance of like wanting to film a lot and wanting to also be in the moment. But I love to look back, dude. I just flipped through our stories and I was like, oh my God.
yeah.
I'm ready to go back again.
Oh, it was so fun. I just miss it.
I think I could do longer than 2 weeks if you gave me a washer because that
Washer,
clothes
too.
situation was killing me.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable for sure.
Yeah. We'll plan week and a half trips so that Judson can make it. And week and a half is honestly a great time though.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it was a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, we got it to do everything. Honestly, I was just so tired.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Well, the amount of driving, I think if we had changed how much we drove and maybe stayed in a spot a little bit longer, we probably could have lasted longer.
probably.
Don't you think?
Yeah, that 12-hour.
The day that we
No,
drove
it
for
turned
12
into like
hours.
15, I think. Said 11.
Yeah.
Then it went to 15.
It was a long day of driving,
long
dude.
drive.
For anyone who wants to go look at the map, it was Wanaka all the way to Picton
Oh my god.
in one day. And we went on is it the North Coast?
I
Look
think
at how kind of the northwest coast.
Northwest-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of coast.
Yeah.
Which was
You couldn't see very much.
it was trees.
There's so many trees there.
I mean, it was beautiful still.
is,
I
yeah.
don't regret the
I think
regret
I'm
it.
so used to living where we live that when I looked at the New Zealand map and was like planning our trip, I was just imagining being able to like see
out.
Yeah. And you don't see out very much.
Nah, it's pretty. You're
But
in the mountains.
I'm okay with it because the mountains are
Yeah,
massive
The mountains
and beautiful.
were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So good.
Glad I did it.
Yeah,
literally
absolutely.
check off the bucket list.
So I've had a lot of people ask, how do you survive a 15-hour flight?
Well, Braden
got any tips?
survived by sleeping the whole time.
Yeah.
Frick, man.
So if you can't sleep the whole time, Justin will tell you how to survive.
Yeah, I mean, I slept for like maybe 4 hours
That's rough.
tops. Like it was rough. It was weird though, because even coming back, I was like, oh, it's like long, but when
Yeah.
you're done, you're like, wow, we're done already.
We did
like
it,
was
yeah.
it's a
We made it.
weird thing. They do break it up, they bring you food.
Yep, which is so
that's-
nice.
That's a good like
I never done an overseas flight like that. Have you?
where they brought food.
I had no idea that they brought you
like
food. It was
I've
awesome.
never been treated so nicely on a plane.
Had really great experiences with Delta. I won't mention the other airline that I did not have a good
Holy
experience.
frick, dude. That was a fever.
Jet start.
That was a fever dream, man.
Yeah.
As far as surviving on it, really, it's just watch some movies if you have them.
Yeah, download
Oh,
stuff that
thank
you like.
goodness I
Yeah,
downloaded those movies on the way back because that
Yep.
helped big time.
a ton.
But no, you just kind of doze in and out, kind of
Yeah.
back and forth, and it kind of just slowly
Just
chips
hope-
away. I mean,
We didn't have like a strategy going into it. We just kind of showed up. I came
like-
with movies and hoping to sleep. So
yeah, and
our
that
strategy
worked.
wasn't very
Well,
advanced.
Also, it was nice that guy moved.
So nice. We lucked out so big time, dude. All right. So for the people listening, we just did regular economy. We're not rich. We're not doing anything super nice.
Yeah.
So there's 3 of us in this row.
Oh.
And I was in the middle and I was like, dude, like, I don't know if I'll live 15
Yeah.
hours. Cause like, I don't want to cram into your space and I don't
Yeah.
know the dude next to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit, this is going to take so long.
Yeah.
This dude next to me is like, what, 6'6" or something, pretty
was a
tall guy.
tall guy.
And so as soon as the flight like starts going, he moves up a row because he sees an empty seat with more leg room. And I was like, genius, dude, like, please keep it. But then the flight attendant told him to go back.
Oh man, and then our dreams were shot down
For real. But then eventually, after the flight attendant left, he left again. And he stayed there for the whole flight. They didn't bother him.
Thank goodness.
And so we had a seat in between us.
We weren't as fortunate coming back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and you had the middle that time.
Dude, it was by that.
With
Bless her
that
heart.
sweet old lady that was very talkative.
Oh yeah. She started chatting. I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is not good.
This is a 13-hour flight. It's shorter, but I mean, I can't talk this long.
Thank goodness she kind of just did her own thing.
Yeah.
And I just kind of tried to ignore her.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to talk for very long, man. I was just trying to survive.
Yeah. If there's any advice I could give, I think if you have connecting flights, because we had a 3-hour flight before and after our 15-hour flight.
Yeah.
My advice would just be to don't sleep on those flights. Like try to exhaust yourself. So when you hit that 15 hours, and if you can do the 15 hours through the night, like we did the first time, that was money.
That was actually pretty nice.
Yeah. It's weird to look out the plane though and just see night for like hours, like way more hours than normal.
Yeah. Oh, frick.
And the ocean in the dark
Panic
is
attack,
terrifying.
dude. Oh, yeah.
Not a fan of
Don't
the
worry,
ocean.
planes work. I'm pretty confident in them, and I love planes, so I don't know why a little bit of turbulence freaked me out. It's probably because I was like half asleep, and then it all happened. So
your brother got a job as a pilot, right?
Yeah.
So he can reassure us that
yeah, he
okay.
told me it was like, oh, you'll be just fine.
Yeah.
I knew that subconsciously, but for some reason.
Well, should we jump back to the beginning really quick? I want to ask about the day I asked you, your feelings. How did you decide to go? Right?
Yeah.
Let's jump back to the beginning, okay? So
like day one.
I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but we had recently visited. And then afterwards, I was like, I'm going to text Judson.
Yeah, it was soon, if he wants to. It was like the next week, I think.
Yeah, it was really quickly after we had visited. Yeah. And New Zealand didn't come up in our previous visit either.
Not at all. I was just talking about the mission.
Then I was like, and at this point in my content creation, I hadn't decided I was going to do travel content. I was just like, what if we went to New Zealand?
Yeah, and then, just because, why not?
And then I called you or texted you or whatever, and then you were like, absolutely.
Yeah, it was nuts. Funny story. So I like video games somewhat, not as much anymore, but I play Lord of the Rings. And Braden texted me, and for like some reason,
while you were playing,
I thought it said Brandon, which is my cousin.
Okay.
So I was like, huh, weird. I was like, dude, yeah, I love that game. I actually just, and anyway,
because you thought I was texting you about the game,
or just something else. I was like, dude, I just got the game, like, and then I saw it was Braden. I'm like, oh, that's so embarrassing. But yeah, so glad it was Braden and not Brandon.
It was so fun,
strictly for the reason that it was for a trip,
an invitation to the trip of a lifetime.
Oh man,
yeah. So honestly, dude, it was kind of just like super random for me, and I was like, if he says yes, I'll totally do it. But like, dude, I honestly wasn't sure if he'd say yes. So,
oh, dude,
thanks for changing both of our lives.
Honestly, yes. it was a pretty easy decision because 20s, and I keep 20s are pretty not simple. I won't say simple, but
depending on like how you do your 20s, right?
Yeah, because you could make it like school, work, all these things. No, I'm not doing school,
right?
So that,
and I think I will mention something too, because I think social media makes it way too easy to compare. If you're out there, don't compare to what we're doing, because these are the sacrifices we make. You date more than I do, but I don't date. I'm not married. I'm not buying a house. I'm not going to college. Yeah, like I don't like do a lot of recreational activities outside of going on trips and going to the gym. Like, so it might look like, oh my goodness, like how does he get all of it? I don't. I get to travel, I get to go to the gym, and I get to work.
It's true.
Like, it's just kind of, you pick the life you want.
It's because
taking kids on that trip would have quadrupled the price.
And it made it just way harder.
Yeah, not because it helped us to split the price between each other, right?
Yeah.
And if you're taking a husband and wife, that helps sometimes too, but I don't know. We're in a different life stage, and so don't compare because we're in different life stages from each other, right?
Yeah, and maybe I think that's the hardest thing with social media too, is even for me. And now that I like went on a trip, and have done things that I've literally seen people do, I'm like, wow, how do they do that or whatever? And I did it. I'm like, I was able to because like Braden, I don't have a wife. I don't pay for a lot of things. I mean, I pay for my car and just a couple other things. So it's like, I don't have a lifestyle where I'm paying a lot. So it allowed me to take this time and go on a trip and put a lot of the money I had saved towards it. So worth it.
It's
also.
True. Yeah. I still have to pay rent and stuff like that. But I think anybody that knows me really well knows that all I do is work. And so I think that helps too. And so somebody asked me the other day, they're like, how do you like afford this? Because I'm going on another trip right after this one, right? Yeah. And I was just honest with them. I was like, all I do is work and I use credit card points. I mean, I don't have a secret formula. That's what I do. So
seriously, because I am so broke, it hurts. Like
that was not the thing is, I think initially we planned that trip as like, this is gonna be once in a lifetime, let's just splurge. But now after coming back, I'm like, I want to do more. I'm trying to figure out how to make it way cheaper.
Thank goodness I got my bonus miles. Because that is a plane ticket anywhere almost in the world. So But yeah, I mean, you just don't worry about money.
I mean, the thing
As
is,
much.
when you're there having those experiences, you're not thinking about how much it costs.
Dude, I wasn't either. I was just
It's so fun, dude. And
Yeah.
like, I feel like if you think too much about the money, it's going to ruin the experience. You're going to be stressed out.
for
You're not going to
sure.
be in the moment and stuff
For
like
sure.
that. So it's a balance. Obviously, you need to budget and not, completely blow the bank.
yeah, exactly.
But prepare beforehand so you can go on the trip and not think about it very much.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
Should we backtrack and start from the beginning now that
Yeah.
we've shared that?
Let's do it.
So plane went well, mostly. Jetstar was a disaster because
Yeah.
I should have planned. I packed like a girl, dude. I overpacked like no. I mean,
But now you know, though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Now you know, which
Yeah.
will help you so much in future trips.
yep. Judson took his dad's advice and packed lightly.
Just packed,
Yeah.
like extremely light.
And I packed every piece of film gear that I own, and not really, but a lot of shit. And turns out I use my iPhone like 95% of the time, so I will be packing
Seriously.
differently.
Yeah.
But so we get off the airplane, and our flight in Australia, Melbourne, was delayed because of some
Oh, yeah.
tech problems with the plane or whatever. And thank goodness though, because that's when I was having baggage trouble. So
Yeah.
it kind of balanced out.
Yeah.
But anyways, we get to the Christchurch airport.
Christchurch, yeah.
And we're late, so we missed our car.
Yeah.
So
Freaking car rental.
we tried the taxi thing, gave up on that, and just Ubered to our first Airbnb, which was surprisingly nicer than we expected.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was a delightful experience.
It might have been because we just spent over 20 hours
Yeah.
in an
And
airport,
we were
not on an
walking
airplane.
on the grass.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, and got out of our crusty shoes, man. Oh, man.
Dude, I'm never wearing
my
shoes in an
feet
airport again.
have never felt more nasty in my
yeah.
life.
Slippers
man.
all the way.
Yeah. Travel with slip-ons.
Yep. It's the
Pro
way
tip.
to go.
Seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Airbnb was good, pretty chill. Nothing too. They had a washer. The one and only place that had a washer
was the
and a dryer
first place.
was the first one when we had one pair of dirty clothes. So it pissed me off.
Oh, yeah. It was tough.
But yeah, that place was good. The next day, we Ubered to our car rental, grabbed our car, and went for a pretty decently long drive. But
Dude,
it was
and
the beginning of the
It
trip.
was beautiful,
It
man.
was so pretty,
Dude,
dude.
I'm so glad we took that road.
Yeah,
Oh, the
the
hills.
mountains. Also, it might have been because it was our first introduction, but everything just felt so magical.
It really
It
did.
was like, oh my gosh,
like-
we're in New Zealand. Like, look at all the mountains,
Oh,
the sheep,
yeah. Oh.
everything. So
Cloudy.
stopped at Lake Tupaco. Is that how you say it?
Something like that.
Pronunciation, I apologize for, but we stopped at
Tupinyaco.
Lake Tekapo, and Lake Pukaki.
Yeah.
Lake Tekapo was nice. There were more people than I expected. Lake
Yeah.
Pukaki, there was nobody where we stopped, but the lighting sucked. So
Ugh,
I didn't
yeah.
love it for the drone shots that we
Yeah,
got.
it was so bright.
Yeah.
So bright.
But we were also, because of my mistake with the international dateline, we had to condense some days. So at the same time of trying to enjoy this, we're hauling ass
Yeah.
to get to an excursion. So eventually we make it to right outside of Queenstown.
Oh, that's right. We drove to Queenstown that first day. or
This
the
shot.
first
So
full
from
day.
Christchurch to
Yeah, it
Queenstown.
was pretty much half the island.
Yep. And so it was the shot over jet boat ride. What were you expecting going into this?
I mean, I'd watched some videos, so I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this will be sick. Like, we're going to be driving down the freaking river.
Yeah. Were
So
you
great. I mean, it exceeded
were
expectations.
you more scared than you thought you would be?
No.
No.
I knew that dude,
Yeah.
like, because I used to.
We had a great tour guide.
Yeah. I mean, when you do a job like that, whether it's ziplining or and you're doing crazy things, it's because you're so confident. I was like,
Yeah.
this dude's going to be so fine.
You've been there, done that.
And obviously, you got to scream just to like
Yeah,
act
dude.
like you're scared or whatever for the enjoyment of other people. And it worked because those two couples were like,
Yeah.
we can hear you. And they just were having the best time of their
The
life
old-
listening to us scream. So,
The
like,
old couple was so fun, dude.
So, I mean, because I could have just like enjoyed it, but what's the fun
The
in
girls
that?
in front of us were talking so big.
I know,
like,
big game, and they didn't scream at all.
No, me and Judson were like two
were-
little girls in the back.
we
I-
brought the party.
it wasn't a scared scream. It was like
No,
a
it
hell
was
yeah
like,
scream.
"Oh, let's
I was
go."
so excited.
Yeah.
Because I've been on boats enough that what he did wasn't even. It's
Yeah.
not really a scary ride if
No.
you've been on
If
any
you've
kind
been
of
on a
boating
boat.
activity.
Yeah, exactly.
It's exhilarating. It's fun. It's beautiful, dude.
It is.
You're flying
Down
through
the
the most
canyon.
turquoise water I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's-
with beautiful rock formations and bridges and
for sure.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that bridge was beautiful.
highly recommend that excursion.
Yeah, do that one. That one wasn't very
I will
expensive
mention
either.
though, don't wear a hat because
Oh, yeah.
I should have left mine in the car because I had to put it like in my
Yeah.
back waistband and it was pressed up against the seat while we were going, and it was crushed when we finished. I was like, damn it, I love this hat. And I get crushed.
No hats. It'll just be easier.
Also, I will mention one thing about cameras. They tell you, obviously, not to clip it on your hat. It's going to blow off, right? They tell you not to put one on your chest also. They didn't tell you can't. They said
we don't recommend
it because you'll probably lose it, right?
Yeah, and the life jacket thing, but there's room for it.
There is. And so I just wrote it really high up on my chest. And you did see some of my chin in it because it was so high up, but I just cropped that out. The footage turned out great. And eventually I got confident enough to take it off the magnet and hold it out like this, which got my favorite shots of us.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
So to our understanding, they never told us we can't use cameras. They just said use with precaution, you might lose it. So we made it back with the camera.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, because I love that footage.
Yeah, that was, what a great way to start your New Zealand trip.
Absolutely.
Because then we just, it was a quick drive to the Airbnb. It was like, 20 minutes?
Yeah, we got some good food.
Beautiful Queenstown. You could spend a whole New Zealand trip in Queenstown.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things you can just, because Milford, you drive to TNU.
You can go to Milford,
but you can get there.
It's just a long ass drive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love Queenstown. City in the hills, or in the mountains, I guess.
There's gondolas, there's parasailing, there's skydiving, there's jet boats, there's like,
the shark thing.
Yeah, the shark thing where it's like a jet ski but goes underwater, the shark thing, yeah. So they call it the adventure capital of the world. So if you are an adrenaline junkie and want to go do some fun shit, that is the place to go.
One-stop shop.
I do think if I go again, I'd spend more time there.
Yeah, we only did like one full day.
Yep,
I think.
And then
because even like if you're a big shopper too, like their downtown has hundreds of shops. It feels like.
Yep. So
you could just spend a whole day walking around a beautiful town. So
absolutely,
you can do anything you want there, which is amazing.
It's a great little spot. Love Queenstown. And our Airbnb there was the second best Airbnb we had.
So nice.
Where would you rank that one?
Yeah, I'd probably put it at 2 just because
the lighthouse.
The lighthouse was just in a great place.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was.
But yeah, it was a good one.
So it's like this dome thing. It gave off honeymoon vibes.
Yeah. Which
we're
bummer. If I had a woman there, probably would have been number 1.
It would have been great. It really would be a great honeymoon spot.
It really would be.
But even if you're just there with friends, it was
so
the
great.
comfiest ass place we were.
It really was.
Everything was vibey and cozy.
Yeah.
And the next day we woke up to rain and it was just like tapping on the windows and it was so nice.
Yeah. It was.
I could have slept in there. We didn't really get to because we had to go places, but that was a nice Airbnb.
Yeah, that was a nice one for sure.
Would you upgrade to use the sauna next time?
Yeah, probably. I'd probably even get their massage, dude.
Yeah, the massage. But I mean, we're up on this mountain. We can see practically all of Queenstown, the water, the rivers, and it's just a really great view. That was one of the more expensive ones, but totally worth it.
But you wonder why. I mean, it makes sense.
Yep.
It really was amazing.
What was your opinion on, we kind of found a direct correlation between how much we paid and whether or not we shared the building. What was your feelings on sharing with everybody?
Oh, the other Airbnbs. Honestly, didn't mind it.
Most of them.
Too much.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember.
The barrel one, I think, was my least
favorite. Oh my gosh, that one was actually horrible,
dude.
Yeah. I tried to erase that. It looked cool in photos.
Yeah.
But it was so small.
Cool. But the kitchen's not attached. The bathroom's not attached. You can't be in the barrel during daylight hours because it's scorching.
It is so hot.
There's like no AC and there's a fan, but that fan
dude, there's nothing around you.
No, there's not.
There's nothing out there.
And also, if you wash your clothes in their washer, it's like swamp water that they're using, and so they come out smelling worse than they went going in.
Yeah,
that whole place, and we didn't stay places 2 days in a row very often. And that was one of them.
Yeah, that was that was tough. People are pulling in campers right next to you, literally right next to you.
Because they rented out a parking spot for campers, and then you're right next to it, and so you're sharing the kitchen and the shower and all these things.
It was so bad.
So the only Airbnb I didn't like.
Yeah, that one was just absolutely horrible.
And so you didn't go on that hike with me. What was that like for you?
Oh, dude,
to stay there all day.
I mean, it was fine. I just did a lot of editing, but and walked to the only place I could get food and got a bag of chips because that's all they had. Yeah. The only thing you can get food within walking distance, there's nothing in there but a shelf of chips.
Yeah.
That was it, dude. I was like, this gas station needs to be taken down.
And I wasn't
now.
coming home anytime soon.
I
I
knew
was
Brayden
gone
was
for
gone all
an
day.
8-hour
I
hike.
was like, ugh.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was just really hot. It's just, uncomfortable. Like you were just like, oh,
Yeah.
just let this day go
Ready
by
to
so
be
fast,
gone.
please.
But that
so-
was on the North Island, I guess. We keep bouncing all over the place.
Oh
but
yeah,
that's
that
all right.
was because Queenstown.
Yep. Then from Queenstown went to TNU.
Yeah.
And TNU, I went down on the beach and just hung out for the evening. You
yeah.
stayed and edited.
Yeah.
But I love that little town. So peaceful. We went to dinner that night together.
That was a good place.
Very just relaxed.
That was a good town.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I didn't mind the Airbnb. I mean, there were some dogs, but like didn't bother me as much because you had 2 protective layers of sound. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. Obviously, it was older, but
did his job.
it was nice. Yeah, we got to do Milford Sound from there. So
I would say that Queenstown is a lot more hustle and bustle and so fun. But if you want to just kick back, relax, and quiet, peaceful, TNU is
TNU
great.
is.
And the
TNU is
reason
awesome.
I picked TNU for us to stay there is because if you go from Queenstown to Milford, it's like 6 hours, I think.
Jeez.
I don't quote me on that, but it's a way, way longer drive. So we split the drive by staying in TNU.
No, I think that was genius. Got my freaking Birkenstocks in TNU. So shout out to TNU.
We were on a Birkenstock search
hunt
for half the trip.
I needed slip-ons for this plane ride.
Now you have them. So future trips, Birkenstocks.
Yeah, 100%. Most
Sponsor the
comfy-
podcast.
Most comfortable travel. Well, I won't say most, but they are very easy and comfortable.
They also dyed your feet, though.
They did. Yeah. If you buy them, just beware that for the first little bit, that
Yeah.
leather is going to bleed onto your socks.
Especially if you get it wet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did get them soaked. That's probably why most of it happened.
So Milford, what do you think of Milford?
Dude, Milford Sound, the drive there was just
Insane.
like outstanding. Outstanding.
I think that would be the number one reason I wouldn't take a bus there because you don't have to drive yourself. You can take buses there.
Yeah.
But the buses we saw, limited stops and limited time off the bus.
Yeah.
But that's a place you don't want to limit, dude.
Yeah,
Stop,
you really
look
don't.
at it, enjoy it.
Yeah. There were so many places you could pull off. It was green. Honestly, the flat field
Yeah.
and then the massive mountain behind it, I was like, that is just, that field's
Are
huge.
you talking about the one where I ran up on that little hill and had you film me?
No. This is the one where we walked out on that little walk thing.
Oh, yeah. That
but
was on the
it's
way
just
in.
Like, it looks like Pellinor Field. It's so
Yes.
vast and open with just a giant mountain behind it.
Yeah.
Like, wow. And then it goes
beautiful.
from that, like kind of dead grass to just green, luscious mountains.
I love the contrast of the dead brown
It-
grass
and it
to the
happened
big.
so quick.
Yeah.
It was so great.
Yeah.
It was so great.
The weather too, I think for the time of year we went was February. It was great. Most of the days were really nice. Occasionally a chilly rain, but really other than
honestly
that, it was great.
Like, I can't think, obviously there might be a more peak time, but that was pretty.
I
that was
think
pretty
I
amazing.
think December and January are the peak time, but it's also more expensive.
so great.
Keep that in mind.
February was solid.
Yeah.
You get everything you want.
Very
And
good.
we just missed the Milford Sound rain shower by one day.
Oh my gosh.
Because it rains 200 days out of the year. So
Most days it's going to be raining.
Most
and
days.
that's the one excursion you want it to rain on the day you go.
Yeah.
Usually you don't want bad weather, right?
yeah,
But tell them what happens when it's raining.
the mountain just cries. I mean, there's hundreds of waterfalls that just pour off because it's just sheer cliff. So the water just runs right down them.
So as you're driving in, it's just waterfall, like endless waterfalls.
Yeah.
And then as you're doing the tour, endless waterfalls.
waterfalls. It's just amazing.
And so we got a beautiful day, and it was beautiful.
It was.
There were a couple waterfalls.
yeah.
But I have some family friends from here that went to New Zealand the same time as us. We never met up because we were going opposite directions, but they texted me a video like 1 or 2 days after we went to Milford. They're like, look at this. I was like, damn it, we missed it.
by just days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, it was just outstanding. I wouldn't trade it.
No,
It was amazing.
Milford was awesome.
Yeah.
It was windy.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
wear a hat.
Super windy. And I
You'll
feel
lose
like
it.
I don't know I don't know if it's like that all the time, but man, it was blowing.
Especially when it opened up to where the ocean comes in. It was like
You're
the
like,
boat starts
"Whoa."
rocking. Yeah.
You could almost fly away.
Yeah.
You
You
really
just get a
could.
parasail and unleash it.
Oh, you would
Yeah.
just start cruising.
That would be fun. All right. What
was so
happened
great.
after TNU? We drove up to Wanaka, huh?
Yeah.
Wanaka was a cool little place. I liked the Airbnb a lot.
That one was the one with the cool shower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was actually pretty
It was
sweet.
completely open concept. So
Yeah.
there
Had
was
to be a little careful.
very little privacy. So
but it was a cool shower
you
idea.
had to leave the room if somebody's going to shower. But
Oh, it was so great. I did like Winnetka.
yeah.
That's where I figured out because we did Roy's Peak. Well, Braden did the whole thing. I did like half of the thing. But that, my poor little legs, I started cramping. It was so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
I'm glad that we did that though, so that you knew.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because the other one, there was no turnaround point. It was like
once
technically there's signs that tell you to turn around if you're, but you know what I mean? Like your car is the 8 hours that way.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was great though, because it's such a steep incline. Even like halfway, you can still see like the whole city, the river, the mountains. So it was like,
you still got a good view. Yeah.
There's like view 1 and view 2. So
yeah,
but it was fun. I needed more time in the day to do it. And we started
at a hot point of the day.
It was hot. I mean, well in heat either.
On the way down was cooler because it was evening. So I mean, you have to decide, do you want hot up or hot down?
Yeah,
so,
I guess that's true. Yeah.
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 But I enjoyed the hike a lot. It was really fun. I went to the photo area. I didn't go all the way to the peak because at that point it was getting later, and I was like, I just don't see Judson. I don't know where he is.
Wasn't making it. Wasn't coming.
So I grabbed a couple pictures and then took off and went and found Judson. But Roy's Peak was good. It's a crazy amount of elevation. Very hot. You need water. You need snacks. It's not for the faint of heart.
It really isn't.
But the view is great. Yeah. Even if you don't make it all the way, the view is good.
The view is nice.
But I love the view at the very top. So
yeah.
Recommend.
Seriously, it is just straight up the whole way.
It is.
I'm not kidding. I think it's only 3 miles, but it's straight up 3 miles.
I thought it was 6 miles.
Oh, is it?
Maybe it's 6 miles round trip. It's 3 up, 3 back. Yeah. I'll put on the screen or something some stats. But it's 4,000 something feet of elevation on switchbacks.
Yeah.
There is nothing more draining than switchbacks. You feel like you're getting nowhere.
Exactly. It was just
But Winnetka was good. We kind of just stayed there for the hike and then took off.
Yeah.
Our 12-hour
12-hour
drive, which was insane. We flew the drone once or twice.
Ooh.
Stopped to get ice cream on the side of the road.
Yeah, some authentic. It was nice. By the end of it, you were done.
I mean, we probably got a little bit of a late start because we stopped at the waterfall this time.
Oh, that's true. We did stop for that's probably why it was extra. You probably had like an hour and a half, 2 hours of stoppage time.
Yeah.
But you need to stop because it's so long.
So the Airbnb, we do this 12-hour drive, and we get to this Airbnb very, very late.
Oh, yeah.
This wasn't a miserable Airbnb to be at, but I felt like it was haunted because of when we arrived. So we pull up. It's kind of hard to find. It's kind of off out in the corner of,
who knows where.
Middle of nowhere.
Seriously.
And so we're unpacking, we take our stuff in, and we get into our room, and I close the door, but we haven't got all of our stuff out, right? Judson's using the bathroom, I'm waiting for him, and then I hear something outside the door, not outside the house, and I was like, is this another one of those that we share? I swear, dude. But we didn't see a sign of a car. There was no car anywhere else.
I'm trying to think if I'm thinking of the right Airbnb. Because
I walked you back out to the door, and I was like, that was like, I can't remember if I locked it or if I unlocked it when we came in, but I was like, that's not the way I left it.
Oh,
I think
I'm
left it unlocked because we were going back out, and I came back out and it was locked.
Oh, it was that one with,
and so I was like,
where we were sharing.
I didn't do that. Are we sharing this place? But there's no sign of other cars. There's no sign of anything. And so I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, ready? Let's go get our bags and lock our freaking door. And so,
this is the one. Yeah.
But we're also just like, we didn't have the energy to shower or anything. We just freaking went to bed.
Yeah, that was a huffer.
And had an early morning the next morning.
Because there was someone there, right? The lady.
Yeah, so the next morning, right? I go to bed thinking this place is haunted. And the next morning, we're leaving. I'm the last one to leave because Judson's right ahead of me. And I go to open the door, and I hear a door like start, moving like somebody's trying to open it. And I was like, either the spirits are getting us now or somebody else is here. And this lady walks out, and I was like, holy crap, dude. So we just left and moved on. It was still dark outside. We had an early morning to get to the ferry.
Late night, early morning, dude. Yeah, I remember.
But it scared the shit out of me to be there. And then Ferry was fine. On it, a lot of people warned me. They're like, "You're gonna get seasick. It's gonna suck. You should just fly."
Yeah.
I think next time I would fly simply to save time.
Oh, if you're looking for a time thing, because I was like, I didn't mind that ferry ride at all.
I didn't mind it at all.
Like it was pretty quick.
I think next time I'd fly from Queenstown to Wellington.
Yeah,
and save the drive
for
day.
sure. Yeah,
Give you a whole nother day back.
Ugh, I wouldn't drive that again.
But yeah, I thought it was peaceful. Saw dolphins out the window.
Yeah.
Kind of a moody, rainy day.
Oh yeah, we came in. It was rainy. Yeah, that was kind of a cool experience.
Yeah.
One you only really need to do once.
Yep.
It's a one-timer for sure.
What do we do in Wellington?
We just drove to the sweet lighthouse.
Yep. Number one Airbnb by far.
For sure. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just drove to the lighthouse and then went to Weta Effects, dropped everything off and then went to, which I liked that one a lot.
Yeah.
Just because I think it was more prop oriented in how they make
What were your expectations going in?
I don't even know, honestly.
We knew it was Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I knew that there was Lord of the Rings stuff in there. So I was like, oh, this would be kind of a cool thing to see. And it was great. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Weta Effects is a huge studio now. Like
massive.
We probably do know them. They're massive. But they kind of gave us the history of how it started out with, this couple, and they just built it into this great big empire. They did Lord of the Rings, and they also had that screen showing all the movies they've done.
Yeah.
And it was endless, dude.
It really
they do a lot of movies.
They just do a ton of movies.
The big ones for us on this trip was Narnia and Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
And I think Weta Effects had more Lord of the Rings than Weta Cave did. Weta Cave was more like, look at, the idea of how we make movies in general, which is awesome.
Yeah.
For me, I liked a lot. But for the Lord of the Rings fans, if you only did one, Weta Effects is the Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah, Workshop was cool. Wasn't my favorite. I like the effects, the effects one, the first one we did. I think more. I don't know. There's just something about it that I just enjoyed.
Yeah, it was great. You literally see the full outfits that the Witch King was in. You see the swords. You see Narnia props, and so cool. There's other movie stuff in there too, but mainly Lord of the Rings, which is quite a spectacle. That one's in Wellington, but we found out that you save money if you book both. So we did Wellington and Auckland.
Yeah.
Auckland's was great. We'll just fast forward real quick and go to Auckland. It was great. It was super so cool experience.
Loved it, yeah.
And if you save money, you might as well do both.
Might as well,
But it's not as Lord of the Rings themed.
Yeah.
It's just more of a broad movie experience, which is pretty cool too, though.
Yeah, no, they were both really fun, honestly.
Driving in Auckland, we do not recommend.
Oh, that traffic.
Okay, so let me just walk you through this really quick. Our Google Maps says 9:05, something like that.
Yeah.
That we're supposed to get in the city. So then we get to where the traffic stops. And by the time we get from the outskirts of the city to inside the city, our Google Maps ETA changed by 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was
the
awful.
Slowest, most miserable traffic I've ever been in.
It was constantly moving, but it was for so long.
Yeah.
So long.
It's a very busy city. Obviously, I think
that's the hustle and bustle right there.
And so it's a fine city. There's definitely a lot to do, I'm sure. Eden Park is there. If I go back, I would go to a rugby game for sure.
Yeah.
So there's great things about the city, but it was towards the end of the trip. I was getting sick of it.
Yeah.
Like the traffic, the city
didn't help at all.
I think you spend 5% of your trip in a city
in there,
and get the hell out of cities.
Seriously, enjoyed nature.
Yeah. Pia Beach, I think that's how you say it. It was nice.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's called a black sand beach.
Yeah.
At first, when you go onto it, it didn't look very black. The further you go, it definitely got blacker.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just super windy, unfortunately.
Yep. So
fly some drones.
Beautiful beach though.
It really was.
But after we're bouncing all over the place, so maybe I'll put a little visual to help you keep track of where we are on the island.
Yeah.
But after Wellington, what did we do?
What did we do after Wellington? We started because we stayed in Wellington and then we drove and saw some of those. We went to those landmarks, right?
Yeah.
Rivendell, we went and saw the arch.
Rivendell and Paths of the Dead.
And then Paths of the Dead.
Do you want to say anything about the Airbnb real quick before?
Yeah, the Airbnb was just a dope lighthouse.
Yeah.
Right on the ocean, which was really, really cool. 3 levels.
The view was unreal.
It really was. And it was a little tight, but it's a lighthouse and you're not there for very long. So it was perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, the top just was like a balcony with glass all around it, so you could just see everything.
Yeah.
And then you had the bed underneath, and then the shower and bathroom.
If you want a comfortable night's rest, Judson stayed on the middle floor with the
bed.
actual bed.
Yeah.
If you want an uncomfortable night's rest, I slept on the couch upstairs so that I could be by all the windows and wake up to the view.
It was.
But holy crap, I would do that one again too.
Yeah, you get some DoorDash.
Yep.
Some from
Hey, we got
Hell's
some
Pizza,
yeah.
or Hell's Kitchen or whatever. Actually, so gas, by the way. And then
great.
the dessert, whatever that was, the chocolate filled whatever.
It was a late night.
Oh, it was
Judson
so good.
walks upstairs or wherever I was, and he's like, I think I'm gonna get us some pizza. I'm like, you know what? I think that's a good idea.
So good. It's so good. Hit the spot.
Because there's some of those towns that nothing is open after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we're late night guys most of the
Yeah.
time. So it was good to have a place that had some
so nice.
late night
And
snacks.
they brought it to us. So good. So yeah, it was a good Airbnb.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed
After
it.
that, the next day, we went to Rivendell
Yeah.
and had a disastrous time trying to find the arch.
Yeah, not very,
Yeah.
like, they don't tell you at all.
They do not mark it on the
Like,
map.
at all.
You can't see it from Google Maps.
No.
It's not marked very well at all. So
You just follow the sign to the parking lot, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a hike here. Surely it's on the hike somewhere.
Judson is
the case.
driving us around. We looked at every part in this park, can't find it. And then Judson, I think you were kind of ready to be like, it's okay. We don't
I was
have to
like,
see
I
it.
don't even know where
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
But I probably annoyed you a little bit, which I apologize, but I wanted to get to that spot,
Yeah.
right? I thought it would make a cool video. I thought it would be cool to see. Because they don't actually have a lot of the places you go that are Lord of the Rings locations don't have physical sets
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
They've all been taken down.
So this is one of the few.
This was
that
one of
has
the few.
actual arch.
And so I drove us back to one of the parking spots we stayed at, and there was a bridge that was closed to cars. So I think
Yeah.
we didn't explore it originally.
Yeah.
But when we came back, there was a group walking across it. I was
and you're
like,
like,
screw it. Let's follow this group.
Yeah. And it was close.
Yeah.
So you don't have to walk. We did like a mile walk
Beforehand. Yeah.
to just find out it wasn't on that walk. At all.
Yeah.
So
So if you cross like what kind of bridge would you call it?
it's just like a big industrial, like, just.
So
I
there's
mean,
a
like your
bridge that
typical
you can
bridge.
only walk over.
Oh,
that
yeah.
takes you on a beautiful hike. The bridge that you could drive over, whether or not it's open to cars, you could drive over it. That one is where you want to go.
Yes. It's, yeah. And then it's just right to the left, and
Yep.
they have some, you
Super.
can't miss it. There's like things poking up out of the ground that have Lord of the Rings on it. So
Yeah. And actually, I guess they do tours. There were some people getting tours. I
yeah,
didn't
you can
realize
do
that.
tours.
They'll kind of walk you through. I overheard some of it. They're like, this is where catering was, this is where the
Mm.
makeup trucks were, and which is cool. And I think it'd be awesome to be on a set like that
I do
in
too.
real life and
Yeah.
just see it all go down.
See how it works.
But it was cool. They had a pillar that had the height of Frodo and
yeah.
Gandalf and Aragorn and Legolas and Saruman.
It's
And
kind of interesting.
so you could kind of see where you end up height-wise against them. Some plaques that gave you some information on the place.
Yeah,
but
it was a neat little
I think
spot.
it was worth it.
Yeah.
After that, we went to I thought for the pinnacles, I thought we were going to be able to pull up to it.
Yeah.
I did a lot of research on making sure I knew where we wanted to go.
Yeah.
I did not always do a lot of research on how it was going to look when we got there.
Yeah. No, it was great. Wasn't too bad.
About a 45-minute hike, would you say?
Yeah,
I felt like it was
roughly.
less.
It wasn't that long.
Yeah, I felt like it was less.
It is just, again, and that's the thing with New Zealand. I'm pretty sure every hike is just like, bam, like right into the hill climbing. Because this one, seriously, you pretty much just climb all the way up again. So lots of little stairs and just incline.
Yeah.
But really cool.
It was. The pinnacles were awesome.
The pinnacles were really, really, really cool. So
you can't hike down in the pinnacles like you used to.
Unfortunately.
I think because of collapses or something.
Yeah, I think it just some stuff happened. I think it maybe could have flooded, but they were like, yeah, it's closed off to the public.
Yep.
It's
So you just hike up to a viewpoint, which is
was still
great.
really, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we drove up to Mount Doom pretty much in Tongari.
Oh, was that next?
That was the miserable Airbnb.
Oh, yeah, that place was horrible.
But we went there for 2 days because it took a bit to drive there.
Yeah.
And then the next day I was going to hike Mount Doom,
Yeah.
which Justin was going to do, but after Roy's Peak, he tapped out.
I was like, I don't want to
totally
do
okay.
it. Yeah.
I would recommend the hike. It was beautiful, dude. But
It looked pretty.
It's not easy. Not easy at
Yeah.
all. And it is very long. I would say that a little over half the hike is really great and beautiful and new and exciting. And then the way down is just switchbacks. 3 hours of switchbacks just to get back to your car.
Horrible.
So
At least it's down.
Yeah.
Not up.
But the tricky part about that, you can't just do the fun part and walk back. You can, and they might bus you back, but you park here, they bus you all the way around to the other side, and then you hike 8 hours back to your car. And so you kind of just have to keep walking until you get back to your car.
It's so wild.
It's a long hike, but it's beautiful. But after that was our day that we went up to the glowworm caves. We've already covered that.
That was the next day, huh?
Yep.
Thank goodness. Yeah. Yep. Terrible Airbnb, rough start to the morning.
Yeah.
And it just panned out to be perfect.
Yeah. Oh. I think we lucked out too, because there's a couple Airbnbs where we just stayed the night, literally got there at night, woke up in the morning and left right away.
Yep.
But the two that we paid pretty good price for, we got to spend some decent amount of time there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So after the glowworm caves, hit a nice Airbnb, get some sleep. And then honestly, going into this trip, our number one was Hobbiton. The number one thing that was non-negotiable that we both wanted was Hobbiton. And we're finally getting it toward the end of the trip.
I know. And bang.
Oh my gosh, dude. What a place.
Seriously.
Highly recommend. I didn't realize that the Lord of the Rings version was built and taken down after the movie.
I didn't know that either.
And
I thought
they
that
rebuilt it for The Hobbit.
Which is crazy.
Yep.
Because Hobbit was made pretty late. So it's like... Hobbiton, this is a newish thing you can do. Like it's not something that's been around since Lord of the Rings, early 2000s.
It's not a 2000s.
It's like a 2013 and to now.
Yep.
So you're like,
it's freaking awesome.
13 years is like not that long.
Yeah.
Which is
because
weird.
I was always under the impression that it's been there for a minute.
It's been there for the whole time.
Because Lord of the Rings has been here for a minute, right?
Yeah.
I think since I was born.
They started filming in 1999.
I also didn't realize this about Lord of the Rings, that they filmed them all at the same time, 3 years in a row, which is cool. Yeah. I think more should do that because of continuity and just the story, like sticking together.
I mean, the whole story between the three is like not even a year long. I think it's like a 6-month period.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's good that the actors aren't aging
so quick.
And,
yeah. I just loved it. But
Peter Jackson, well done,
dude. He's such a goat.
I didn't realize he was in the movies until on our way home. I was watching. I was like, dude, I think that's Peter Jackson.
Dude, he's in every single one. I love it.
That's the best.
I freaking love it.
But Hobbiton is amazing. Highly recommend. We tried to do the breakfast tour. But this shit sells out fast.
You have to do that like
we started
a year
booking stuff
in advance,
6 months in advance,
and it was booked out.
And it was the breakfast tour was completely booked. We accidentally booked Mandarin Chinese. Then a month or two later, when I caught it, we fixed it. So I mean, that was 4 months out, and we were lucky to get just a regular tour.
Yep. They were full. I mean, every tour is full, which is so crazy.
I would also recommend going at a maybe 8 o'clock earlier in the morning, day tour, because we ahead of us there was not very many people.
Nope.
So you still got to see the whole set, kind of in its beauty. And empty. But on our way out, dude, when you looked back up to
Bilbo's
house. It looked like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
the amount of people on that mountain were insane.
Yeah, there were like 2 groups, maybe even 3. It was just full.
I think there were more than that on our way out.
For in the thing for sure, but I think at his house, I think there was like 1 full group, and the second one
2
was like
groups
walking
on that
up
one
to
section
it, and I
alone.
was like, holy cow!
So it's just like a city. It turns into a city, dude.
It's so definitely do a morning booking.
Go early. And you can also have weddings there. I didn't know that until I saw that Frodo pulled up to one.
That would be wild.
But yeah, Hobbiton was great, man. Got some cool, right here is a map of all of New Zealand with all the locations they filmed Lord of the Rings. Got that while we were there.
Yeah.
Judson got a cool keychain.
Bottle opener. Yeah, that's why I bought it.
So
Gimli's axe.
Great place. After Hobbiton, that same day, we went up to Cathedral Cove. And for anybody who likes Narnia, number 2, when they leave the train station or they get teleported from the train station into Narnia, that's the cove that it was literally filmed at. And holy smokes, dude. So Judson, we didn't realize that this was a hike either. It wasn't really a hike, maybe a walk, right?
It was just like a weird situation because they wouldn't let you park your car.
It was weird.
But the only other, because you had to drive up, it was like a 4-minute drive just up, like this windy thing up to the top. So walking that would have taken you a good long while, and then they didn't let you park. Like parking was blocked off, so you couldn't park your car.
So to my understanding, the beach is packed during the day. So I'm guessing it's like a open during the day, popular, and it wasn't like closed when we went there, but the parking lot was closed,
which was weird, really annoying actually, because they wouldn't let you stay longer than. I had to keep going up and down the mountain just to get out of trouble.
Judson sacrificed and stuck with the car so I could run down there and see it. But I think next time I would recommend it. It was
for sure.
because
Yeah.
it was so late in the evening. I only saw 3 people total.
That's so
you had the
great.
whole beach to yourself.
That's so awesome.
And it's probably a 15-minute walk, but
yeah, it's just
beautiful.
Super easy. Yeah.
The water is amazing. The whole beach. My favorite beach by far.
It was beautiful.
Pia Beach was great. A lot of the water and the lakes that we went to were great, but that was the best beach by far.
And the moon too was full, I think, or something. It was bright.
Yes. Yeah, dude.
Glistening off that water.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I stayed so late though because it was such a beautiful moment. I didn't want to go. So I stayed until it was dark almost.
Yeah.
And what I didn't remember about coming down, because I ran down, was how much trees and like foliage and coverage there is. And so on my way up, it's dark as can be because I'm under all these trees and my sandals are squeaking because I'm walking. There's birds, there's cows.
Yeah.
Every time there's a noise, I was like, I'm literally alone in the middle of the, like Justin's not going to find me if he comes down. So I ran all the way back to the car, just kind of, you know how you get in your own head?
Yeah, for sure.
And I was freaking myself out.
Yeah.
And then I think I scared you a little because I ran up to the car and was like, go ahead, grab the door and ripped it open. You're like, whoa.
I saw you coming.
You saw me coming. Gotcha.
The rear view.
It was the couple behind me.
Yeah.
That scared us, right? Because they came off from the left out of nowhere.
Something like
we
that.
thought we were alone, and then this couple comes by.
I was like, oh gosh, there's people here. Yeah.
But beautiful spot. That town was all closed though.
Everything.
When everything was closed on our way back.
Food, no nothing.
Not even a gas station, dude. Because I was starving. But
yeah, gas stations. That was a prime stopping point.
After that, it was the Auckland that we already covered. Drove up there. Shitty traffic. Great
so
wet
awful.
FX tour.
Yeah.
Pia Beach, and then off to the next day. We woke up.
The airport day.
Yep.
It was a good trip.
I mean, was.
I think we've packed it as much as you could really probably pack a trip without killing yourself.
Is there anything you would have not done?
Not done. I don't think. I wouldn't trade anything. I wouldn't have stayed in that stupid Airbnb probably, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That was rough. That was rough.
It was an intense trip. Like the way I planned it was we're going to see everything we can on 2 islands in 2 weeks. As fast as
I don't
can.
typically do things like I'm a very like
slow,
but it was good. I was like, oh, this is like, gives, you got something to do every day, which is nice.
So I think that taught us a couple things.
Yeah.
You can do it our way and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have any regrets. If I did it again, I would do a slower version.
Yeah.
And so I think there's pros and cons. So depending on how you like to travel, pick what's really the most important to you.
Yeah.
And go see it.
Seriously.
But I think, at least in my community growing up, New Zealand I hardly ever heard about it as like a vacation people go on.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because I would recommend this again and again and again.
Slept on.
Yeah, big time.
So you have to go.
It's worth the 15-hour flight or whatever.
Oh, for sure. If you stay longer than 7 days.
Yes.
You have to go at least a week and a half for that 15-hour flight to be even remotely worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Any shorter than that, that's
so
tough.
Now that we're back, we're missing it a little bit. How is being, because I feel like on our phone call, you had mentioned, I've always wanted to. I thought I'd do it one day. But maybe now it's that one day,
time,
right?
Yeah.
So how has it changed you?
Yeah, dude. I travel. I did a lot as a kid with my family in state. So like nothing international. And I've been to Brazil like on a humanitarian trip. So that wasn't really a vacation. So this was awesome because I think especially now with the world, there's a lot of negative towards other cultures and other things. I think every culture was there when we were traveling, and it was really fun to just, especially in the glowworm cave, like those people from like Beijing or wherever.
The nicest people too.
Yeah,
they were so fun.
And then the other people were from somewhere in Europe. So
it was Germany.
But man, being with them and being in one spot, experiencing the same thing for the first time, we're all just people trying to enjoy life. And there's no like contention because we're just in this beautiful place doing an amazing thing. And I don't know, I think just my outlook on cultures has changed a lot. And then just, I don't know.
I think I'd second that.
Yeah.
There's so much diversity and new beautiful accents and people from all over the world. And you just come to realize that we have a lot of differences, but we have more similarities, I think.
I think people think.
I wish the world as a whole could fight less
Yeah,
'Cause there's so
agreed.
many beautiful
Yeah.
things about other cultures and other countries,
Seriously.
and can we all just get along and share all the good things about
Pretty
our
easy,
cultures?
you know, when you're, because this world is so,
because there was a lot of diversity on our glowworm cave tour, but I think that was probably some of our best friends that we made on the trip.
seriously, they were so fun. They were so fun.
The history behind the glowworm caves is pretty cool
Also,
too, about the
yeah.
2 dogs and
Seriously,
how they,
yeah.
So we won't spoil it. Go see the glowworm
Yeah,
caves
go
yourself.
find out yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, traveling is something that I hope one day I can do it like super consistently and not be so stressed out about the money side.
Yeah.
Because I would love to just see the world and experience it.
Absolutely.
And that's what New Zealand, like,
We're lucky. America has amazing places to visit.
for
Don't
sure.
get me wrong.
Yeah, it's beautiful
But
here.
I think the cultural lessons and eye-opening experiences that can be had in a different country,
yeah.
outside of the bubble you grew up in, right? I think that there's a lot of awesome growth there too.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
so for other people in their 20s or whatever age they're in, what do you recommend as far as travel? I feel like more often than not, the way I was taught growing up, go to school, get married,
Yeah.
college, work, jobs, and travel later. What's your
Yeah.
opinions on traveling after retirement? I have one.
I have. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, to each their own, honestly. If you want to go to college and that, like, by all means you do you. Like, I will not be going to college anymore.
We've both dropped out, huh?
A lot of money, yeah, just in the drain. Like, I honestly didn't learn anything new. It's all the same stuff. So yeah, if you want to go to college and you want to spend a lot of time and money doing that, like, you have goals and ambitions, like, go after them.
And there are certain jobs where college is needed.
Yeah,
You're going to be a doctor, lawyer, go.
Yeah, go to college, get educated in that field.
College isn't bad. It's just not right for everybody.
Yeah.
And there is a generation behind us that doesn't understand that. They believe it's the only way,
Seriously.
which is how they were raised, and that's fine. But
Yeah, it's the world is always shifting. There's things going on. Things are changing. Like, there's just so many, I don't know. Lots are happening. College, not for me. Like, everything I want to do, I don't need a degree to do at all. So traveling in your 20s, I think is a prime time to do it, especially if you're not married and you don't have any children and you don't have like a career that you have to be so dedicated to.
Yeah.
That you can't necessarily, because I know a lot of things it's like hard to take time away. But if you're not really sure what to do and you're just kind of like in this space of figuring things out, I think just do it. I think you might have something happen to you while you're on this trip, a trip that inspires you to do something. So you just never know what can happen, what door can be opened. It's just, yeah, I mean, literally anything can happen to you. So I think experience things while you can, because when you're old, it's harder to do things. Like, you're tired, your body doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it's just, you're limited way more when you're retired versus when you're 20, young and spry. So,
I mean, I think that too. My opinion is retirement isn't promised.
yeah.
If you're lucky enough to live to retirement, awesome. But even if you're lucky enough to live to retirement, depending on how life has worked out for you, having enough money to retire isn't promised either, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, some people are lawyers and they're like, yeah, well, I'll have enough money. Sure. Some people will. Not everybody, though,
Yeah.
right?
Seriously.
And so, and I think a lot of times if you get married early, awesome. If you have kids early, awesome. Like, family's so important. I love my family and I understand the value in it. But if you don't, use that time. You're not paying for kids. You're not paying for school. You're not paying for a lot of things. And I think that there's a good time to do it before you get all of the, big life expenses that hit you. So
yeah, it's true.
It is okay to use your 20s to go on an adventure. And it's tough. Nowadays, you hear an opinion of like, grind and start your business. Your 20s are when, you grow and make all your money. And then another side that says, just travel, don't grow up too early. So really pick your own life, right?
Contradicting everything.
What makes you happy? So,
yeah,
because regardless of what everybody's opinions are, you're the one who has to live that life. So you decide how you want to live it.
Yeah, agreed.
So what does the future look like for you?
Oh, The future of Judson's medley.
Does it involve any trips? Did New Zealand do anything for it going on?
I not much has changed, I guess, in the sense of I still do want to travel, and I still have some things I want to do as far as drone business and whatnot. But I think traveling is something I could do, like if when there's ways to get paid pretty handsomely when traveling. So I think seeing if that's an option for a
work on
bit.
that angle.
Like, because even if you learn a skill of like, okay, I can get paid and travel when I decide to travel. Like, there's got to be a way to like hone that in. So I'm like,
dial it.
I want to travel enough that I think getting paid for it would be a good
awesome
investment and a good thing to learn how to do. So, yeah,
I agree, dude. I'll share my experience. It's changed my future a little bit with how I want to do things. At the last year, so I was doing a movie podcast last year, and long story short, not doing the movie podcast anymore, right? And after that, I fell into a pretty big creative rut, and I just didn't know what to create.
Yeah.
I was like, that was so good, it was so fun, but then this happened, so we're not doing it. And I didn't create for maybe 3 months. And that's the worst place to be for a creative.
Yeah.
Because the longer you go without you just keep procrastinating. You're like, I'll start then.
Yeah, it's the pudding. Yeah.
And so in December, I was like, I know not to do this, right? I know better. Quit being stupid. And so I posted every day for December. And it was fitness, and it was travel, and it was this, and it was that, and motivation. I had no idea. I was just like, I'm just going to post for 30 days. I just need to post something. And then come January, I decided my New Year's resolution was to post 1,000 videos this year, reels included. So that makes it more possible. But my goal and my purpose was, in the act of doing comes clarity.
Yeah.
I had no clarity. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was posting random shit, had no idea, right?
Yeah.
And I just decided that this year I'm going to act so many times. I'm going to make so many videos. I'm going to do so much that within all of that, I'm going to find some clarity, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to stop waiting and procrastinating and kind of force myself into the act of doing. And, it's like that step of faith into the fog. You have to take a step forward before you can see something.
Seriously.
And so we booked this New Zealand trip before the podcast ended, or I think before my creative rut, right?
Okay.
And I didn't book this thinking like, this is going to be my answer. I'm going to do travel content, right? I just booked it because like, this would be so cool. I think we should do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to work myself out of this creative rut, and we're working up to New Zealand. And I was like, maybe I'll try some travel content and, come home from New Zealand with more. And so I went into New Zealand thinking, you know what, maybe I'm going to film a lot. We'll see what comes of it.
Yeah.
And I think it was really good for me. I loved the experience. I loved everything about it. And I'm going to just lean into that travel stuff.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea, dude.
Sharing inspiration, sharing all the lessons that we learned about booking Airbnbs, booking excursions, where to go.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Expect more travel. Thanks for joining me, dude.
Yeah, of course.
I know it's a little bit of a drive up here, but
it's a good drive. At least it's in the morning.
Yeah. If for nothing else, I love this because it's like a little documentation for ourselves to look
100%,
back.
yeah.
So thank you guys for joining us for a podcast episode. This is number 1 for this new podcast format. And it's not going to be like an upload on a certain time. It's just going to be an upload with who I travel with, if they're willing to be on the podcast. Not all of them are willing, but that's totally okay. So if and when, we'll have people on here, chat it up about our trips. But thank you again for joining us. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.